the party that went to file an application, a motion, who are they? Nigerians should know that that is not a registered political party at all. It is actually a non-entity. It's not known to the laws of Nigeria. We have natural persons, you and I, Senator Dickson and Okimbaloye, we are natural persons. Okay? In this political sphere, for you to participate in political activities, you must be a political party. That applicant is unknown to the laws of this country. It is not a political association. It is also not a registered political party. It is not carrying out political activities. It is not sponsoring political candidates for this election or for any election at all. Nobody even knows the national chairman of that so-called association. Nobody knows the secretary. Nobody knows the office or headquarters. Nobody knows any member. Only someone described herself as pro tem legal advisor of an association. And it's even anomalous that it refers to itself as a party. It is not a political party. Actually, that is a crime under the laws of this country. A crime under the laws of this country. Because by the laws of this country, only a registered political party can call itself a political party and can undertake or be part of political activities. And it is a criminal offense to do so. So, ab initio, there was no legal, justiciable person, no juristic person before the court. Okay? So the action, every action associated with this matter is frivolous and it's embarrassing, actually.
So you really don't know people who are behind it?
No, there's nobody actually behind it. Now, let me tell
what do you suspect?
Wait. Yeah. So there are many suspicions and many motives going on, but I'm not here to trade suspicions. What I'm here to explain, the kind of situation that has been contrived. Contrived in the sense that, what did the affidavit, the so-called affidavit that didn't really disclose any case at all? You look at the affidavit, and the courts of appeal and others will look at it, and you'll hear more about it. Look, they said, even if you take them by what they have read, they said 2015, that association, not a party, association, applied for registration as a political party, and they were denied. Of course, as you all know, we started as 2017. Okay? Now, they were denied. So they are not a political party. And if you check 2015 till now, or till December, when we got this order, it's 10 years. So 10 years, that association has been moribund, dormant, non-existent, dissolved itself. It's of no consequence, does not exist. Even if it existed at that time, its members, some may have died as human beings, some may have left, they may have japad, they may have... So it is not a body that can pursue any claim against our party. It is not a body capable of having any rights that can be enforced. And in any case, look, what did they say? They said, 2015 when they applied to use the V sign as their logo. But they were denied. And once that application was denied, that was the end of it. If they had gone to court to get INEC, as we did, to register themselves as a political party, then they would have had a case. But they were denied, and for 10 years, nobody knows who they are. All right? Now, we got our own applied through the courts, and we have been registered. Now, by the laws of this country, the Electoral Act, and even by the INEC guidelines, once a party has a logo registered, they have what they call a register of symbols. So as at the date of that judgment, it is the NDC that has the symbol, this symbol. And so, it is a criminal offense for any other person to purport to lay claim to this.
APC says that symbol looks like their own.
No. That was why we went to court. And the court overruled them. And funny enough, all these arguments were canvassed. Because INEC said 2015, before the judgment, INEC said 2015, an association applied with this sign. And the judge, this same judge, asked them, before the judgment of December last year.
Yeah.
Were they registered? INEC said no. Are they seeking to be registered now? In other words, in the process that started last year, INEC said no. So, Shehu, this association, whatever it is called, has never been in the equation at all for the past 10 years.
The court says, look, I need to hear them. And you have, your party has said, what is the business of Peace Movement Party?
It's not a political party.
But the fact remains that this Section 36, Section 36 of the Constitution gives them the right of fair hearing.
Okay,
and you think that does not apply?
Procedurally and by precedence and by law, is the attempt to invoke the constitutional right of hearing is misplaced. And it's an attempt to be clever by half. Okay? What that section of the fair hearing rule says is that when they went to court, if you properly construe it, as they filed that application, they had a right to be heard on the application. Okay? And what the court ought to have done would have been, on its own even, can you address me on the jurisdiction I have? I have delivered a judgment. Am I not functus officio? Shouldn't have had any business going into the merits of the matter. Do you understand? Now, fair hearing means that by the procedures of court, if they as an interest, if they had any interest that they claim, and anybody can claim an interest, anybody, they should have asked for leave to appeal and go to the Court of Appeal to say, we are an interested party. And then they will now show their interest. Okay? They bypass that because they know they can't avoid, they can't go through that hurdle in a Court of Appeal. And even satisfy the judge that they have interest. And in any case, if what was concerned was fair hearing, why did he go into the substantive issue of the judgment that he had delivered, over which is functus officio? Okay? Now let me tell you this. That judgment was well written. This party, this so-called association, never applied to be registered as a party at the time we did. So there was no conflict. And we are not talking about proprietary of symbols, and it's not a registered trademark issue as to who applied and who is registered. Even now,
there's those who will say this means peace more than national.
Sorry?
There are those who argue that maybe peace movement has a case actually, because in a general and global concept that this means these two fingers, which is the symbol of the party, means
what I'm explaining to you. This is victory sign, and political icons all over the world, not only in Nigeria, have used it. Mahatma Gandhi used it. Okay, Nelson Mandela used it. So many great political figures have used it. Even in Nigeria, Chief of Bafome Awolowo, our sage, used it. Malam Aminu Kano used it. As a matter of fact, in the NEPU, in the 50s, 40s and 50s, this was their sign, registered. And it Nasara, victory, in the north, in Hausa. So, nobody can claim ownership of this sign.
A peace sign.
A peace sign, or whatever you say it is. Even if they were functioning. And let me tell you this, by the Electoral Act, and INEC knows all of this. We have a professor of law and a senior advocate. Look, even if you are a registered political party by the electoral laws, and you are deregistered, and you are not operating for 5 years, another party, another association can take that symbol. It's there in the Electoral Act. So, even if, assuming without conceding that they were a proper political association with officers, even if they applied and they are active, once from 2015 they have not been operational, they have no right.
Let me quickly ask
you. They have no right.
Part of, and I'm insisting on what the court's ruling was on Friday, the court held that material facts were not disclosed during the earlier proceedings.
What was it?
That it's a serious judicial finding. Did the NDC or its legal representatives fail in their duty of full disclosure?
No, let me tell you. His Lordship, and I say that with respect, even though we disagree. The disclosure you are talking about, in that application, there was full and complete disclosure. By who? INEC, who came to oppose us the application. And one of the reasons they advanced was that there was this sign, which was the bone of conduct, that it was used by a peace movement. This movement, they refer to this part, this application. And His Lordship asked them himself in the proceedings, are they applying now to be registered now in this exercise? They said no. Are they a registered political party in the country so that we can say that what these people are saying is in conflict with that? They said no, they are not a political party. So there was disclosure, material disclosure. They didn't have to be joined. You don't join a party you don't know.
Let me ask you.
You don't join a party that is not in existence.
Let me ask you, sir. Did you register NDC with the CAC?
No.
Before you went to... No, just a moment.
No.
I'm getting somewhere.
Where?
Did you register with CAC before you went to INEC?
No. You don't register political parties with CAC.
Are you aware that the Peace Movement Party... because when you describe it as a non-juristic element in this matter, there are those who will say that may not be correct, considering the fact that under Part C of KAMA, the Peace Movement claims that it has been registered as an association and as an entity, legal entity under the Nigerian law. It's only not been accommodated by INEC as a registered political party. And that sign is accompanied in their registration as KAMA as an entity, as a juristic identifiable individual under Nigerian law.
Look, let me tell you. Registration with INEC, if they are registered under KAMA, Part C, okay, that's not for political participation. That they are not, by the laws of this country, authorized to canvass for votes. They cannot sponsor candidates. They cannot function as a political party or hold themselves out as one. Okay? So there's no conflict. Assuming, without conceding, that they are even registered as an NGO under Part C. Okay? There's no conflict. I'm telling you that even if a party were registered and that party ceases to function for 5 years, I'm saying that INEC is at liberty to allow another party to use that symbol. So, I mean, symbols are not reasons why you deregister a political party.
They claim you copied their symbol.
No.
And that's what they are fighting.
So Mahatma Gandhi copied it. Nepu copied it from them.
Mahatma Gandhi did not register it in Nigeria.
No. I'm telling you that even before them, Nepu in the 40s was using this as Nasara. Listen to me. What people are trying to do is to look for flimsy reasons to truncate the political opposition, destabilize and weaken and scatter the political opposition, to weaken the political opposition, which is why it is worrisome. NDC will be on the ballot. We have already started the process of being on the ballot. As I've told you, we have already concluded the process of nominating our candidates in accordance with the INEC timetable.
Tomorrow, INEC will be giving out the code for political parties to enter their candidates. Yes. What if INEC refuses NDC the code?
INEC will not refuse.
But if INEC is standing on this ruling...
And I can't speak, no. INEC has told you they are not even aware of this ruling. And by tomorrow, our processes will be with them. Okay? And once...
So you're asking for a stay?
You're asking
for a stay and an appeal.
We apply for an injunction to restrain all of that, and the right thing has to be done. INEC is an institution that is used to dealing with these things. They are used to frivolous applications such as this. They are used to instances where courts, unfortunately, as in this case, makes a bizarre, a ruling that is difficult to fathom. And everybody can be wrong. Everybody is sharp.
There are those in your party.
So INEC knows what to do. And furthermore, INEC, fortunately, is not just a professor. This is not the first professor to head INEC. But this is a professor of law. This is a senior advocate of Nigeria.
So this means a lot.
He knows the right thing to do. And you see, it's not for nothing that, look, INEC went to challenge the attempt to deregister the political parties. INEC filed a counter saying they were opposed to that move. That's good. Okay? So INEC, under Professor Muton Piton's leadership, Not surprising, but he's a professor of law and a senior advocate. And INEC also, over the past 27 years, has also built institutional capacity. They have seen all of this. They have seen kangaroo judgments flying overnight, and they have a system by which this will handle. And so we are confident they will know what to do, but most importantly, we are confident in the Nigerian judiciary. Okay? A judge has erred, we're not happy about it, but we have confidence in the Nigerian judiciary.
Are you reporting this to the NJC?
No, that's not our focus. And as a person, you know, I've always been a promoter and supporter of the judiciary and individual justices and judges. And that's why even on this program, I'm not casting any personal aspersions on the judge. Because I believe that they are doing a very critical job, and it's our duty, all of us as leaders, to encourage and support them.
Let me ask you.
And even when they err and they make decisions that we disagree with, we have an opportunity to vent our anger and to get the other appellate courts to do what is. That's what hierarchy of courts is about.
The 2027 election will be won and lost at the polling unit. I see candidates running right, left, and center, making speeches, talking. They are doing cho-cho-cho. Dear. Cho-cho-cho no go work for 2027. The people already know their candidates. They already know. The only critical thing right now, in fact, you can make it two critical things, is one, we must make sure voters are not disenfranchised as a result of the Lere Olayinka leaks, compromised INEC IT staff, weaponized voter data, false SMS messages on election day telling voters their polling unit have been changed. We must prevent it, and we have profiled the solution. I don't want to repeat it. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. We must prevent voter disenfranchisement. We, the people, not INEC, not government, not the National Assembly, not security agencies. No, we, the people, must prevent voter disenfranchisement. And the solution is on the VoteWatch website. Number two, and this is critical, we must prevent vote manipulation. Whether through a glitch or whether manipulation at the collation center, we must prevent it. And the only way to do that right now, at the moment, I can't say what will happen in 1 month or in 2 months, but right now, the only platform that is ready to stop INEC from allowing any manipulation. Now, I'm using these words carefully because really, like Prince Adebayo said, even the INEC chairman is handicapped. You heard him. That if the INEC chairman were given holiday today, he would take 3 years holiday. Because from what Prince Adebayo also said, they are getting calls from Aso Rock Villa. So we are also helping INEC when we deploy VoteWatch. The only solution that is ready right now. Right now. If you have another one that is ready, show me. Some persons are attempting to copy. And it's a good idea. The more, the merrier. Hopefully, they are able to complete theirs before the 2027 elections. But VoteWatch is ready right now to roll out. And VoteWatch is the only platform that can keep INEC in check to prevent vote manipulation. VoteWatch is the only platform that can do what Nigerians are yearning for, calling on the National Assembly to do, which is what? Real-time electronic result transmission and real-time electronic results collation directly from the polling unit. Once the results have been processed, the results are made public. And once light has entered darkness, darkness must disappear. So the darkness of the collation gap, where they do the manipulation, gone. Where are you watching from? Let us know. Are you willing to adopt a polling unit as a Nigerian who wants his country back? A country of equal opportunities. A country where insecurity is not weaponized like the APC under Tinubu has weaponized it and made it into a business. A country where infrastructure is not data, it's not statistics. You see it in real time. A country where corruption is a thing of the past. If you want it, then you have the power to stop it without risking your life. From the polling unit. So I ask you again, will you adopt a polling unit? Let me know in the comments. And reach out to us if you will. And it's simple. Log on to votewatch.pro. Shikena. One thing is clear. If 2027 elections will be free and fair, it will not be because Tinubu wants it. It will not be because INEC wants it. Security agencies want it. No. It will not even be because judiciary wants it. It will be because the people took their destiny in their hands and they implemented VoteWatch and PU Marshal. So what are you waiting for? Sign up. Become a PU Marshal. Adopt a polling unit today. The link is in the description.